11 days in Vegas. I mean, not one person was like, oh, sweet, let's go. Not
well,
one person.
I feel like you guys can handle yourself better than a lot of people could for 11 days.
The guy is not here, so I am guessing 100% that he has sold them. We had planned this whole day that we were gonna, track these AirPods down, see who had them. I'm gonna ask him point blank, do you know somebody that has my AirPods? If there was a guilty answer, I said, man, if you bought them, I want you to have them. We are back. Say, episode
16, I
Episode
think.
16.
I'm pretty sure.
Let's go. Episode 16. A full 4 months. 4 months in.
Yeah, that does not feel like it at all. It feels like we just started doing it like yesterday.
This is crazy. We
I
got
know.
some,
I know.
speaking of crazy, we just got crazy stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
all
we
the
do.
time. But first, this is Talking Back.
Powered by Life 360.
I'm Billy.
And I'm Drew.
Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you so much.
Let's, so 11 days in Vegas.
Not me though. I'm jealous.
Everybody we told that to, everybody was like, you're crazy. I mean, not one person was like, oh, sweet, let's go. Not
well,
one
I feel like
person.
you guys can handle yourself better than a lot of people could for 11 days.
That's the whole key right there.
Yeah.
Pace it out. You
Yeah.
gotta pace Vegas.
Definitely.
Vegas is a pace town. You can't just get there and go like 0 to 100.
But I feel like most people probably do, so.
They go 0 to 100.
That's why they're there for like a weekend.
3 days, 4 days, maybe
a week.
Even, yeah, maybe a week at the longest, but 11 days.
No, that's crazy.
We went. It was awesome.
Yeah,
It
that
was
seems
awesome.
like so much fun.
We man, I had golly, we did so much stuff too. Carrie Underwood. That might have been one of my favorite nights.
I know, I feel like she has to be good. Like, she's not like my favorite singer or anything, but I know I would enjoy the concert, like, regardless.
The cool thing about it, I think, is because that was her first night back.
Oh, really?
So
that is cool, yeah.
Yeah.
So she's definitely excited too.
Yeah, and
Gave it her all.
she looks amazing because everybody knows she had that bad accident. Did you know that
really?
she
No.
fell down the steps? She had a ton of stitches too in her lip and inside her lip, I think, and yeah, she fell down some steps.
Oh my
And
God.
she was really lucky that it wasn't worse. But
That's
she
horrible.
looked amazing. Quads looked fantastic. I mean, that girl she can bring it. All of it. It's really cool to see. That's what your mom always says. She's her quad goal lady. So
That's funny.
yeah, she's definitely her quad goal. But yeah, and then man, I had a high school friend who was probably one of my best friends to this day. Met him in Vegas.
Yeah, that's so
He
much
flew
fun.
in. It's like he couldn't be there the whole 11 days, but he came in a weekend with us. Now, a buddy that went with us, that is my good friend, he had a buddy also come in midweek and stay a little bit, and so it was kind of cool. But yeah, me and your mom, Joey, Vicky, I mean, we trucked along like champs.
And then me and Cam and Kenna, we watched Vicky's kids who are like, I want to say around 8 and 10 and 13.
They're so awesome.
Yeah, they're so sweet and cute. I loved it.
They are hilarious. So, I mean,
So funny.
that's what makes all this work. Because we couldn't go to 11 days without Vegas if we couldn't trust y'all to be here. And Kenneth, I mean, y'all are just champs, and that's why it all works.
Thank you.
And I'm bragging on myself. That's why my parenting works.
Yep.
I mean, because it's a cool dynamic. You guys respect us, we respect y'all, and
That's how it should be, for
it's
sure.
great.
It's just status and definitely not always like that.
I know. I don't understand it. I don't
I feel
get
like I feel like I'm not as talkative today. I'm trying. I feel like I'm tired.
it. You
I
are
woke
beat
up
down
early.
though.
I know.
You
I
worked a
can
full
tell,
shift.
Like, I feel like so like different. So if I seem like a little bit quieter, I'm not trying to be, but if I do seem like that, it's just because I literally Or I just babysat like 2 little twins. They're like almost 2 for almost 8 hours.
Yeah.
Pretty much like.
From 7:30 or 8 o'clock this morning till 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Is it 8 hours?
That's a full day.
Yep.
That's you went to the the working world and then came back to do a pot. I mean,
yes,
how about
but
that?
I love doing both of those. So like they're both super fun things. But if I do seem quiet, it's just because I'm tired.
All right. Well, you know me. I'll try to pick up the slack.
No, I'm trying to pick it up too. I just can tell that. I don't know if it's visible. I just want to put it out there if it is.
Brain's running slower, maybe.
Yeah. Like I can tell it is.
That happens. So this is so let's get it. So speaking of Vicky,
Yeah.
so we get back from Vegas.
Right.
Get back from Vegas. Everybody makes the flights back. Y'all get back to her house. The very next night, Vicky calls and was like, "It's like 11 o'clock at night."
Really? I didn't even know about this.
Yeah, 11 o'clock at night. And she's like, "Well, I'm at. I think it's Crest. Is there Crest? We don't have them here. Like, no, it's like grocery store.
Oh, really? I think it's something like that. Yeah, they have some weird groceries. Not
All
weird, but just out of never.
Right. Yeah, I had neither. So, but she's like, and my car won't start.
Dang.
And we're like, well, Vicky, since you're family and you're in our Life 360 circle, you have got immediate call, come right out, get you taken care of. Guess what? Knocked her out. 30 minutes. She was like,
came and took care of it.
Gabe took care of her. I'm telling y'all, it's the greatest. It is. It's just. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. Life 360. I mean, download it. You will. You will never regret downloading Life 360. I can assure you of that. It will bring. I mean, it's especially if you guys sit down and talk about. There could be some things about too much parental control on there where they can. But you guys talk about that. Work that out. That's
it's just made for safety, so use it for that.
Yeah.
Like those reasons.
Yeah, absolutely. But download it. It's the most amazing app.
So like it saves our lives every day.
Every day. I'm telling y'all. Every day. We don't make up these. I mean, these are real life stories every time.
Especially like my tile. I use that the most. Like I'm always either trying to find my phone or trying to find my wallet, and it works for both. And tile and Life 360 go together. So
there it is. I'm gonna do another. So I'm in Vegas.
Okay.
So since we're back on the Vegas thing. I'm in Vegas, and you remember what happened last time we were there?
Yeah. Got stolen from?
The stolen bag.
Yep.
Stolen bag. So with Life 360, all right, because you guys know that we did not get a, AirPods back.
Oh yeah, yep.
AirPods, and we've been watching these AirPods float around Vegas.
We'll like see them at random houses or like.
They go to houses, they've been going to casinos. So they were at the Green Valley Casino. Casino. And so we're with Joey and Vicky and, your mom, and we're like, we're going to Green Valley Casino. Let's go. So it's funny because we tell the Uber driver literally, he wanted to clock out and go with us.
Oh my gosh.
He was going to be like our muscle. And he was dead serious too. And
why didn't he?
because I was like, okay, so here's the deal. We went with muscle last time. And I was the muscle. And that's kind of funny because I'm not a muscle guy.
You are a muscle.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Oh, that, yeah.
I don't want to fight. But I did.
Definitely.
Superman, headlock,
if it comes down
choked him. If it comes down to it, I got to do what I got to do. But I was just like, man, let's just.
Because that guy would have been he was ready to fight.
He was ready to go.
Which is also it's appreciative of those.
Which
people,
we loved it.
Yeah.
We were like, he was getting me fired up.
Yeah.
He was, especially because we passed right by the Rio where this happened last time in February when we were there. But. So we get to the Green Valley Casino, we laugh, we shake hands, and I'm like, hey man, if we need you, we definitely, yep, exactly. But, so we walk in, and it's showing, they're out by the pool, and so we're walking around, looking around at everybody, and 2 lifeguards immediately recognize me. And so they start, oh my gosh, and which is so cool, man. I love seeing you guys. I really, I love it. Love meeting you guys. I don't care if I'm eating. I don't care if whatever I'm doing. I love it. Come up, say hey, we'll take a picture, whatever. Whatever. Just, I love meeting you guys. Anyway, so we're, we meet them, and then and we tell them what's going on. And so as we're walking away, we're walking towards where it shows these AirPods are.
Yeah.
One of those lifeguards immediately sprints around back to the back. I mean, heads out quickly. Like it's what's that? Yeah, it was definitely a little suspicious.
Which he's not the guy who initially stole them, because we know what he looked like, but he could have somehow gotten them in his possession.
What happened was was the guy sold herself. I'm sure he sold them.
So he probably just bought these AirPods, but they probably do say like Billy's AirPods, and he probably like never thought about that. But then once you see him and you see he's missing his AirPods, and then you remember that it says Billy whenever you open them, he's probably like, I have his AirPods.
Which is pretty crazy.
Such a random coincidence, and he was probably so like.
It really was. He was so talkative, so open. Like he had lost AirPods too. They were black AirPods. He had like a black case for them or something. Really? But he was like, and they were all into the stuff. But like I said, as soon as the conversation, it was.
Where he wanted to go find them, I don't know.
I mean, but he didn't know where we were going.
Yeah.
He had no clue where we were going. But he shot back there. Well, when he shot back there, those things.
As soon as they went back there.
So. When he went back there, I went to I found a security guard that was out at the pool, and super cool guy. Security in Vegas, every security, just whenever we had that, not that we deal with security all the time, but security last time in February when we had the bag stolen, and then this time dealing with them. I mean, amazing. But they, so we tell him a story, and he was just like, do you recognize the guy? And I was like, no. I said, the guy is not here, so I am guessing 100% that he has sold them to one of the employees, because where those AirPods were was an employee's room, employee-only room, and that's when that guy went back there.
That makes sense.
So when he came back out, which was way, way later, because we were just hanging around. We didn't have anything to do. We'd planned this whole day that we were going to, track these AirPods down, see who had them, see what was going on. But so he comes back, and I'm like, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to ask him point blank.
So,
and I was like, hey, do you know somebody that has my AirPods? And he's like, I mean, if there was a guilty answer, it was a guilty answer.
That's what it was like.
No. I mean, it was like, I mean, I can't even do. That was a pretty good impression right there. I feel like I nailed it.
Even if he would have just told you like that he sold them to him, you probably.
I said it. I said, did you, man? If you bought them, I want you to have them. I want you to have those AirPods if you bought them. They're yours. I just want to know, just because this is kind of like a whole
puzzle piece.
It's a puzzle piece
and
now.
And now we're still like,
and it's
still have questions now.
Yeah,
it'd just be nice or like interesting to just know the story.
Exactly. But
so I don't know, like maybe
I know, and I don't know. And
I feel like he knows something.
I know, and that's what we're like. Maybe he didn't, but he knew one of them that did. Yeah. Like that guy is a frequent visitor, maybe that sold them.
They're back there, yeah.
I know.
Or he puts all of his items back there. Who knows?
Such a weird deal. So the mystery was still out there.
Yeah,
the AirPods still pop up out there. So whoever had them, they're like, oh well, we're good now. But because I made it known to everybody that I'm not here to press charges. I'm not here to, I mean, if it was him, if it was the guy, then yes, because he stole, we got a lot of stuff back for a lot of people too, because there was a lot of stuff in your mom's bag that he had put in there that was credit cards from other people.
Which is crazy.
It was just nuts, crazy. But anyways, we walked away like champs back in February. So that was a fun adventure as well. And another way that Life 360. Well, no, that was not Life 360. That was just basically we were just following the track on the phone.
But you can also do that with the tile.
But you can. The tile is the same. Put the tile on your stuff.
Anything.
I can't tell you how many
It's a
times
lifesaver,
we've found keys or whatever. But so here's kind of another
I was
Vegas.
gonna say, last time we went to Vegas, what can I do? And
That right there. That right there. So tattoos. We have been like, I feel like a ton. I see it all the time, and I've never done a tattoo tour.
And I also think it's funny because I posted a video on TikTok and it kind of like blew up because I got a back tattoo with my friend, but pretty much went viral for everyone like saying we're like bops, which means you're like a hoe, I guess.
Oh,
and I was like, yes, because
you got a back tattoo.
But that made our video get 111,000 likes.
We love the haters.
Yeah, I was like,
we love the haters.
Sure, I was like, so we both have boyfriends and we both. That's all I care about. But
Doesn't make any sense. It's just fun. People
like,
are.
No, I didn't care. I was like, you're just getting my video more attention.
Right.
It's good for it. So first I have this little flower. I don't know what kind of flower it is, but it's for Kenna's birth month. I don't even really know what kind of flower it is, but I looked it up for her birth month and that's what it is. So I have that on my arm right here. I have Always and Forever, kind of like diagonal. And I have that matching with my best friend, Zion. And then I have a little Frenchie right here. And he's like looking up kind of, he looks just like Frankie downstairs. And he's my little baby, so.
Frankie is the man.
And then I have little like angel wings with 555. And those are like angel numbers. They mean like change and growth and that kind of thing. And then I have
my
You Need
favorite.
Me, You Call Me, and his handwriting, because ever since I was little, he says, you need me, you call me, I come usually. But short version is just you need me, you call me, so.
Love it.
And then, can't really see these probably, but I have like 3 red butterflies right here. And butterflies are like, kind of like, also kind of change and growth and just like, I don't know. And then there's 3 of them, so it can kind of be like Darian, Kenna, and me. And then him and my mom also have the butterflies. And they mean like a bunch of different things. And then on my back, I have like One Day at a Time with a little flower at the top. I have a little stick and poke right here that is
the
a smiley
stick and
face.
poke. That one makes me. That one makes me really proud right there.
I have it like with the matching with a few people I'm still friends with, a few people I'm not, but the memory still.
The memory is there.
Yep.
Exactly.
No, but it's okay. It's just funny now.
Exactly.
But I kind of wish it was smaller because it is kind of a big smiley face, but you don't ever see it unless I wear like a swimsuit.
Just a little smiley face.
Yeah. But then I have Cam on my lip.
A lot of y'all probably saw that video.
We did a TikTok on the stick and poke and this because I told them both about those like
that's how I found
a little
out.
while after because
that's how I found
it's like I'm gonna show them on camera. So yeah, those videos are interesting. I think that's all of them.
Love it. Love it. So I'll run down mine super fast. You know, I mean, this was just a whole. I love the polka trash design. So that's kind of the artwork behind it. It's polka trash. That's kind of my style. I like it. But you'll notice I just have my left side. That's how it'll always be. For some, you know, my left side has been my side. I left-handed. I kick left-footed. So it's just been, you know, that's just my kind of power side.
Yeah.
I feel like, and nothing. So I'm gonna keep this side clean. Stay on this side.
Yeah. Did you ever even talk about? I mean, you're about to talk about it, but your actual tattoo for the podcast. Have you ever even shown it on the podcast?
I don't think I have.
So I thought it'd be
We're
good
gonna
for you
save
to-
it. Yeah, I'm gonna go right up this arm and I'll hit it.
Perfect.
So of course, the 3 crosses. Jesus is my Lord and Savior. We are definitely Christians, and so that is first and foremost. I look down at that all the time and know that that's where anything and everything and all my stuff comes from. Right there. The orange flowers, believe it or not, that's a Messi inspired tattoo. I saw it's not necessarily the same, but he had orange flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's, in my eyes, I mean, him and Ronaldo, greatest, you know, soccer players ever. Messi probably just a little bit better right now, in my opinion. But yeah, he inspired these orange flowers. Any of these splashes that you see again, that's just the polka art. So here it is right here. The old schoolers will know this one. The hashtag bring it in. Oh, hashtag bring it in this way, yeah. So that was something that ended our videos way back when.
Before Do Better is always like.
Before Do Better.
Bring it in.
Yep. It was always because that awkward air hug.
Yeah, I want to know
so
who remembers that. Though,
bring it in. I know. If you do, if you're a true OG,
Remember
comment on that
that.
hashtag bring it in. This one right here. Okay. Your mom said, I'm not going to tell you what I want them to put on you. I'm just going to have them put on
Oh, really?
you. So your mom designed this one, and it lasted because I couldn't look at it. And this thing lasted forever. And people ask me all the time, tattoo, did you hurt or whatever? Yes. Hell yes. They hurt. Every tattoo hurts.
All of mine took 20 minutes or less, so that's why mine are very bearable and doable. But
yeah,
those
3
take
to 4 hours.
And that is another type of
4 hours is my limit.
Yeah,
once 4 hours, it's just like raw meat at that point.
Raw
I can't.
Meat.
Yeah, I mean,
It
that's the
definitely is.
best way.
Yeah, because you can definitely handle like a lot of pain for like 20 minutes. Like you'll be okay. But
Exactly.
the 4 hours.
That was a tough one. So I was kind of like just sitting here going, oh my gosh, when is this going to be over? Because these dots are like microscopic. I mean, so little.
I have one more tattoo right on this side.
Oh, yeah.
So right there.
Oh, yeah. Yep, right there.
Be sweet with
Be
a little
sweet.
heart.
Which is 100%.
Because like I see,
that's a simple.
Yeah, a bunch of people get like be nice, but I always just I like the word sweet, and like I just like the reminder. I like the reminder like be nice to everybody. Kind of.
Absolutely. I love that.
That's good.
I love that. And then this is our original. So Lindsay and I owned a Provision Roofing and Construction. We owned a roofing company before social media came along. We still own it. Don't do much with it. But, you know, we do friends because we're in Oklahoma. We get still some crazy weather. So we do.
Like
we still do roofs.
Yeah,
Darian and Cam, they work the business a little bit.
Sometimes,
But yeah, this was our logo, and it was basically God's hands holding the house. And, you know, basically the base of the house with the roof on it. So that was kind of our logo for Provision
Roofing. And it's also
Roofing.
like the hexagon thing too, sir, which is cool.
Yeah. I don't know where I mean.
But I like that.
I know. And then, of course, can you see
LDDK?
Yep.
See it.
LDDK. Is a star right there with the L.
Yep, Lindsay, Darian, Drew, Kevin.
So we got everybody accounted for there. On that one, and then it goes into my chest, so it just goes to right here. If any of y'all have seen, and it says "blessed life" right there. That is just simply because my life is truly blessed. It's an amazing life. Get to live. Okay, so going up the neck,
I don't know how didn't show this on the podcast.
Right. So can you see it?
Oh yeah. So
right,
he has
we have Hero
this
first.
One says Hero in purple, which you probably can't see that at all, to be honest. But and then you have the logo
The
for
podcast logo.
Talking.Back. So
Talking.Back.
for you guys.
All in for you guys. But and the Hero, that is Lindsay and I. So we got married in Jamaica. Funny story. We almost got back married in Vegas because we did not file paperwork when we came back from Jamaica 21 years ago. I wanted you guys to be there, so I did not get married because I'm like I want the kids to be here. So. So stay tuned for a wedding for Lindsay and I. We're married, but officially we're kind of not because we did not fight. We were young and dumb. Lindsay's brother had a severe car wreck when it all went down, and so life was kind of crazy at that point in time. But we did not file when we got back to the States, and so.
Did they have like a crazy wedding story? Your luggage got lost?
Crazy.
Pictures got deleted?
I almost got married in a kilt. We were gonna have it wasn't Irish, but it was the.
Is it not Irish?
Maybe it's kind of that plays the bagpipes like the Scotland. I think it was Scottish. It was gonna be a Scottish wedding. I mean, she was gonna wear a Scottish dress. I had Scottish stuff. We were all in because the couple was so cool. They had just got married and they're like, yes, we would love to do that for you guys. So that song started playing as soon as our wedding was over, not intentionally by any means.
I always thought that was the song you guys picked.
We did not even pick it. It just happened that night.
What was your actual wedding song?
That's what we did. That was it.
Oh,
right
so
there.
you didn't have
because in Jamaica, it was really just.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it was just different times back 21 years ago.
But that's like some weddings like that are just like sentimental and good.
Oh, it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. There's so many crazy stories. So I got really just about 3 more to tell you all about. But so down my left, my quad is kind of a tree. It's got roots, and I'm just a big guy about roots. I mean, when I do something, I'm all in. I mean,
Right.
and that's kind of one of my sayings. I know you've heard me say it. You're either all in or you're all out.
Yeah.
And roots mean you are all in. I'm all in. I'm all in with my family, with my friends. With if I tell you I'm gonna do something, I do it.
Gonna do it. Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. If I tell you I'm gonna be somewhere, I'm gonna be there. So that's just my thing is roots. And so I really, that one's pretty deep to me right there. This red rose just tied these two together because this one and this one got done separately, and my kneecap was kind of just bare. And that was the one that Justin said would hurt the worst was the kneecap. And Justin's tatted from head to toe. He's the one who gives them. And he said, so I was really nervous about that. But I'm telling y'all, since cold baths, it really has helped the tattoo pain. And so I just kind of breezed through that. It hurt, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't near what I expected. This one was all for Drew. I really regret not getting a little bit bigger butterfly. I thought that butterfly was going to be bigger because that's kind of how we did it.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of a red rose. I know.
But I like it.
Somewhere around there. But that was for Drew. The butterfly. And funny story on this real quick down here. So this is an L for Lindsay, of course, but it's a cover up because for those that don't know, I was married a short time back 23 years ago. I know.
One of the first times
was
you said
was
that.
married for a year. Very quick, very short. So I get a Chinese letter M for her name, and right after we got it, we went to my grandma's house because we had to pass back by her house after we get this tattoo. And she looks at me dead in the eye while my ex is standing there and goes, "You ought to have your ass kicked. She's going to leave you." I mean, grandmas. I mean, like,
If she saw mine.
I don't know the foresight that she sees, but no, I don't think so.
You think she like just really thought like she saw that coming?
I feel like, I mean, she, and
it wasn't like you're an idiot for getting that tattoo. It was more like she really thought that she just like saw that in the future.
I think she saw it.
Really?
I feel like she saw all you guys. My new family. I feel like she saw everything, and she was just like, "You freaking idiot." But she called it right out what it was.
Yeah,
sure
she wasn't wrong though.
She was right.
Yeah.
And then over here, I have I played soccer and football at Greenville. And so that was our mascot was the Panther. It's got football, soccer ball, and that's really I feel like my tattoos.
All of our tattoos.
But Kenna has a cool one. That's what kind of started this whole story.
Because we were kind of wondering when is it okay to get a tattoo? Which
Kenna was 15 when she got a tattoo.
Yeah, but it's like this circumstance was different because.
Yeah, come at me, bro. You think 15 was wrong for it? That's okay if you did. And I'm just joking.
Yeah, but it says trust God and it has like a very deep meaning to her.
She got it right here, just right on the other side of her elbow. If you're listening on the podcast, it's on her. What's this? Here's the forearm. So the kind of the.
I don't even know.
I know.
Yeah, one of her. Or can I say that? Like why she got it?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of her soccer friends that she has played with for a while. I guess they didn't end on playing the same team, but they played on the same team for a while. And she's like one of the sweetest people in her family. It's amazing and so sweet. But she sadly passed away in a car wreck. But on her soccer cleats, it had like trust God, and so that's why.
And those cleats were at the funeral.
Yeah.
They were basically in the casket. They were. And that just kind of became the girls' motto from there. It's just trust God. And what better thing as, if a 15-year-old asks you if they can get a tattoo while we're in Vegas, and...
But then she thought that they were going to get her like an illegal tattoo.
Yeah, Kenna was like, I mean, she is a rule abider. Y'all see, that's another thing. Y'all think I just raised these crazy... Kenna was not going to get a tattoo.
Kenna's not.
Kenna was not going to get the tattoo if it wasn't legal. She was like, "No, I don't want to do that. It's not legal." And we're like, "No, it's legal in Vegas. You can do that.
Yeah.
You can't do it in Oklahoma, but Vegas, you can."
Even in like Kansas, I think. But it was just cool because you guys were already in Vegas.
Yeah. we were there. We just had to have, and that's what was scary about when we got the bag stolen, because that's why we had Kenna's passport and her
I forgot about that.
passport and her birth certificate.
So she could get the tattoo.
That was in the thing that was
backpack
stolen that we got back.
Yeah.
Just to get the AirPods back.
Do you guys think like, or like for exceptions like that, would you let your kid get a tattoo young? Yes or no? For other reasons, would you, or would you
Or
not?
you
Because
just
I feel like if you
completely-
don't have a super special reason, I get waiting until 18. I feel like that way, because they are something going on your body forever, and your style and stuff, I feel like does change, you know, over time. So it's like, especially if you do it before like you're 18. Like I feel like at the time, if you would ask me whenever I was like 17 or 16, I'd be like, I feel like you should let people get one. But also now, if I think about it, like, I just probably would have gotten stuff that like fit my style then more, but it's like good to like have to wait a little.
It's that frontal lobe
Yeah.
thing that we all talk about that doesn't
And it
develop
doesn't
until
mean, like-
later.
Yeah, like it's not like a bad thing, but you just might end up regretting them, and that's like a lot of money to get a tattoo removed off of you, and it's not something that like just washes off. But
Great advice. And here's the deal. If your kid really wants one, I highly recommend at least. I mean,
at least
if-
17.
and because talk openly
Yeah.
about them. Don't do stick and pokes there.
Yeah.
They can be dangerous. They can get infected.
Yeah.
You know, things can happen. That stick could go a little too far. The poke could go too. Things can happen.
Yeah.
So we want you
Yeah,
to be
that's not
safe
smart.
too.
I want to do that. Or I
Yeah.
want to go to some random person so you can get into your state before you're 18, like a sketchy person. Or
Yeah. No.
But piercings, I feel like I got my cartilage pierced whenever I was 13, and I feel like some people think that's crazy, but to me, I feel like they're just ear piercings. I have my belly button pierced, and I feel like that's something that I feel like you could be older for. Which I think I got mine at like 16, I think.
I think Kenna came in.
Yeah, and now Kenna has one at 15, but
yeah.
But also, like, she has an older sister. But also, I feel like, she I don't know if she was a freshman or a sophomore, but a lot more people do it now, which doesn't mean it's, like, not okay. But I feel like it's just, like, some people, like, sexualize it, and that's why they make it something it's not, because really it's just, like...
It's a great point.
I just think it's cute. Like, I just like it, and I feel like it makes my outfits cute, and, like...
Yeah,
like it.
your 14, 15-year-old comes to you and asks you if you want to get a tongue piercing, then we might have to have a different conversation. That's But ear piercings, belly button piercing, your normal piercings, those deserve, I feel like, at least a conversation to have. Whether you say no or say yes, that's completely.
It's like if you have an age, I feel like sometimes like 16 or something can be appropriate, or sometimes you're like, you might want to be like, oh, that's how you want to express yourself, then do it. Like
Exactly.
Because that's why I feel like, especially my ear piercing, like I just wanted to do it, and like I don't think that's like a weird thing at all. It's just my ear.
No. And some people, I don't know if younger people have, but is this a different than a cartilage?
Yeah, it's like
because some people do that for the
migraines,
headache,
like
migraines.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know if it's called a date piercing.
Oh, maybe that's
one
what
of
it
those
was.
is a date, but it could be like some other thing in there.
Yeah, very true. Now, okay, so here's one too: nose piercings.
Oh yeah, I used to look at them differently, but I think it was only because I personally didn't want one, and so now that I've grown up and I see everyone with them, I see it as less than a belly button piercing.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Because
it's on the face.
I feel like a hoop sometimes looks bigger, but I feel like whenever it's just a stud, I feel like I see it as less than a belly button piercing.
Yeah.
But I feel like I used to think like, oh, that's like she has a nose piercing.
She has a nose piercing.
But I feel like it was just because I never liked the way it looked on me, so like I kind of saw it like different because I didn't want it, kind of, you know what I mean? But like my friends that have them, like I hardly notice them, and I feel like, or like if I do, like they just look cute and good. I don't think they're like.
That makes sense.
I mean, like I just mean like just a stud or a hoop on the side. I'm not the biggest fan of like doubles on both sides or certain things. Like I feel like if you go too crazy whenever you're younger, like a bunch of them maybe.
Yeah.
I would probably just be like, if you only need like one nose piercing.
Well, and see, that's what, my parents were always, no, you're not, because back in my day, I grew up in the 80s, actually in the 70s and in the 80s, but, that was the thing, is guys get their left ear pierced, that was the cool thing to do.
Yeah, that got brought back a few years ago.
And so,
sure.
but My parents, oh, absolutely
No, really?
not. You ain't
How
getting
old
your ear
were you? Never
pierced.
asked you.
So here's the deal. So I go off to college, and what am I going to do? I'm going
Yeah,
to
get your ear
freaking get my ear pierced because they told me no. I mean, you know, sometimes as strict parents are, you know, I mean, so, and then how do I do it? My freaking roommate is standing up on a bar stool, holds me like Ice Cube on it. And then I'm sitting down in a chair, and he's standing like over me.
I don't feel like he even should be standing over.
There was no reason.
You, yeah.
I know, and I don't know why we were on a bar stool.
Yeah.
But he was on a bar stool, and I mean, when that thing went through, I seriously, I thought my ear fell off. I really, it like you could hear it pop. I'm telling you, it got infected.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, it turned. I had green stuff coming out of my ear. It was like, so yeah, So that's kind of the whole point of. I mean, that's 100% true story.
To express themselves and they really do like it, like they're gonna find a way.
We're gonna find ways to do it.
I know so many people that were in the bathrooms at school just giving people ear piercings, which is so you do not want your kid getting their piercing in the bathroom. You know, in the bathroom in there at school.
Yeah. And
they don't know what they're doing.
Have the conversation with them. Have the conversation. That's you know.
If you do end up saying no, that's okay. But maybe just like be reasonable. At least when they're 18, they should be able to get
set a time frame.
At least, yeah. And if you do tell them no, I feel like whenever they're 18, they should be able to make that choice for themselves, though.
Love it.
Unless they're doing something bizarre, and you're like, hey, like, let's check this out before we do that.
Right.
I mean, you still can't really tell them what to do, but if I was doing something too crazy, I would hope they would like talk some sense into me.
Love it. Love that advice. We will end it right. I feel like that's the perfect place to end it. I mean, that was you summed it up perfectly. You know, what works in your house is what we want y'all to, you know, if we do something in ours, it might not work in y'all's. So, you know, find the dynamic that works in y'all's and but talk about it.
Yes,
find out what it is through everybody. Exactly. Thank you guys for episode 16. Stay tuned. We'll be back for 17 real soon. And we got some special guests coming. So hang tight. Watching. All right. See you guys next time.